how can you hurt someone who doesn't have any feelings for you? How can you get through to somebody who doesn't have any type of wholesome feelings? This is something that I wonder a lot. You know, I see a lot of guys who, you know, go through real pain, real deep pain when the woman that they're with breaks up with them, or the woman that they're with leaves them, or their wife divorces them and takes the child. Deep pain. And I believe it's a lot more common than people think. You know, I think that there's a real problem here. Now, this is hypergamy. You know, this is hypergamy, where unless you're a good breadwinner, man, unless you got a real nice house, unless you got a lot of money, you're not going to be able to keep her around. And for those guys who are altruistic and idealistic, I used to be. Some would say blue-pilled, which, okay. I believe blue pill is altruism. I believe blue pill is idealistic. Now, it depends on what your definition of blue pill is. Depends on the angle you're looking at blue pill. Some people, you know, nowadays, given the war between the red pill, MGTOW, you know, type guys, and the blue pill, male feminist, men who support women type guys, right? You know, a lot of the red pill guys would call those blue pill guys simps. They would call them cucks. Well, yes and no. Yes, if you support her behavior no matter what. Yes, you're a simp and a cuck if you let her do whatever she wants with no agency, with no checks and balances, with no responsibility. I've seen that. I've seen a lot of guys who let their woman sleep around on the side, who forgive their woman for cheating, who give her no major responsibility, no agency. She doesn't have to be loyal. Of course, you know, a lot of women can explain away cheating sometimes, right? Oh, it just happened. Oh, I was having these types of feelings or blah, blah, but I don't know anymore. I think that women are purposely choosing these kind of guys because they know that these type of guys are allowing for them to have bad behavior. They know that these guys will not say anything or not do anything about their bad behavior. And that is sad, really, because that means weak male characteristics are being passed on to children. That's what that means. And I believe this is part of the whole gynocentrism push that we've seen in the last half century. I believe this is part of the male leadership is bad, toxic masculinity, patriarchy bullshit. I believe it's all part of it. It's part and parcel. But it's a power grab. But if you go outside and you walk around in your neighborhoods and you look at what people are doing and you look at how things are set up, what it really is hypergamy. What it really is the man needs to be a provider, the man needs to be a leader financially, and if he's not going to be sought after. Now, to a good extent, this will make up for your looks. If you're not that good in the looks department, you're not that tall, you're not that in shape, if you got money, it'll make up for it. Yes, it's looks, money, status in that order, which means she's going to chase looks first, money second, and status, right? Which is why these women are going out chasing Chad, going out chasing the bad boys, the good-looking, smooth criminals, the smooth players, and they're sleeping around with those guys until they realize these guys don't have money. These guys aren't offering me a relationship. But what is a relationship to them? It's money. It's based on money, because if you don't have money, she's not going to settle with you. Like I said, go walk around in your neighborhood. These women are not settling down for guys who are living in apartment buildings. These girls are not settling down for guys who are working at Best Buy, who have a studio apartment. No. There's a power grab here. This is status. If a guy has a house, he's paying a mortgage, that's status. Women want that. Okay, so you could argue that as part of being a man. Maybe. But as I've said in other videos, hypergamy is not loyalty. Meaning if she leaves you, okay, because you don't have enough money, it means she never loved you. Or her love was shallow, or her love was contingent, it was conditional. It was contingent upon your ability to pay bills, contingent upon your ability to give her the life that she dreamed, the wedding that she dreamed, right? So instead of saying, oh, I want to find the one that I love and I want to be loyal to him, she wants her little princess. She wants to be Cinderella. You know, she wants her day. This is Disney predictive programming. She wants her prince. None of those Disney movies have anything to do with loyalty. None of them have anything to do with real love. Okay? Why? Because the guy is always a winner. He's always great. He's a prince, or he's a leader in some way, shape, or form. He's a capable man. Some would argue, well, this is biology. Well, I say, okay. If it's biology and it's hypergamy, then call it that. And don't call it love. Because love it is not. When you look up the definition of what love is, there's a strong sense of loyalty to somebody there. So if you're not loyal to someone because they don't have the right type of money, then you don't really love that person. What you feel for them is not real love. Okay? That's just a fact. Call it whatever you want. Biology, hypergamy, choosing up, looks, money, status, whatever you want to call it. It's not love. You can't call it love. So when a girl says, I love him and he's this and he's that, are you sure? Because I've heard that a lot. And then a year later, they're no longer together. Because she gets bored. And this is what I always hear. I always hear this. Whenever a woman is breaking up with a man, it's because either A, he cheated, or B, she fell out of love. She got bored. If it's A, that he cheated, then she's seeking the guy who's a Chad. He's a bad boy. He's a player. That's why he's able to cheat. Not many men are even able to cheat. Because women are not in abundance for men. Rather, men are in abundance for women. So if she chooses a guy and he cheats, probably she's choosing him because he was Chad Thunderdick, right? The bad boy, the quintessential player. She wanted him because all the other girls wanted him, and he's mine, and he's the prize, and woo. Okay, so then he cheats. You thought he'd be loyal to you, and he wasn't, and then you got all hurt. But instead of looking for the guy who would actually be loyal to you and love you, you went from that to seeking the provider. Okay, so oftentimes she'll get bored with the provider. She'll get bored with the boring guy. He's too boring. She'll continue to move on to the next Chad. Okay. So at some point, she's not going to be able to move on to the next Chad, or she's going to say, I'm tired of these guys. All they're doing is fucking me. They're not loving me. They're cheating on me. Well, you chose him. You chose that guy. Why should he be loyal to you? You didn't really love him. You chose him because he was a bad boy and he figured it out. He figured out how to be a player. Why should he love you? You probably sucked his dick on the first day. The first day you met him. He shouldn't be loyal to you. You're a slut. And then they wonder why no guys are loyal to them. Because why should we be loyal to a slut? You're not loyal to us. We already know. We know how you roll. So, you know, and then they want to act like there's emotion in it and blah, blah, blah. There's no emotion in that. There's no, you're heartless. Because you're seeking something for yourself. You're seeking a guy with money. You're seeking a bad boy. You're not seeking a guy because you love him. You're not seeking a guy because you want to be loyal to him. How do you hurt something like that? They don't get hurt. They feel emotion for like a week and then they move on and they're done.